What is up, Terran House? It's COVID Totami here. Unfortunately, I am sick with COVID. That is why my voice sounds so bad. And today we are going to be taking Rhino into the Netracell unlocked to try to get some Archon shards. This is the Rhino build that I have been rocking. I've replaced the one with Nourish. Of course, there is the Parasitic Armor, Ironclad Charge, get rid of all of your shields build. Technically, this one should have Primed Redirection, but I would have to form again, and I'm just not doing that. This is the pretty typical Rhino build you want to run. We are using the tow ridge for this with this build. We're just using hunting munitions slash with viral because it really does not matter in this area. We are doing 1, 1, 1, and 2 for this build, although you can also do 1 as well. And that might be slightly better, but I like the extra status chance. We're using a Corrosive Heat Kuva with Cascadia Flare. This is your pretty typical Kuva build. Mine is innately magnetic. Of course, if you have one that is innately impact, you would use Hemorrhage for that extra slash procs, but we don't need that. And then we're doing Inodem. I don't have a mod here. Whoopsie. This is just viral Inodem, Sacrificial Steel, melee exposure, so we get that extra corrosive damage. And of course, we are going 1, 2, 1, 1, 3. Although you can, of course, go. Nope, not that one. You could, of course, go the airborne kill on this one as well, swooping lunge. And then we are rocking Zeneric just so we don't have energy issues. I have Zeneric completely maxed out. For our companion, I'm just bringing Carrier because he makes ammo a little bit less of a pain in the butt to excuse me, to manage. Pretty basic Carrier build. The only thing that really matters here is that you have Vacuum and Prime Instinct. If you have regular Animal Instinct, that's obviously fine. Otherwise, just defensive mods and Modus Bond. Hellstrom. Pretty typical Hellstrom build. Just gas cold. Have him fire off as much as possible. But yeah, this should be a pretty easy Netracell run.
Don't want to tell you.
Rewards for this that we are looking for are obviously Talforged Archon shards, but I will take any Archon shard I can get. Go out, we press 1, broader energy, get that energy charging. Lose 2 health when moving, jumping pauses this effect. Extra Eximus. Actually, extra Eximus enemies is really nice. Every time I take damage. That doesn't affect Overguard, so we're fine. This one also doesn't really affect Overguard, so we're going to be completely fine for the most part here. Get our energy regen going. I got auto breach there, so this is going to be really nice. I'm probably not going to go for the books, just because,
The Netracell is deep in this lab maze.
Netracells are hard enough without worrying about those things. I just realized I should have put Corrosive on if I was doing a Nourish build, because Nourish gives you viral damage. That is a mistake on my part. But I'm already committed to the video, so I'm not changing it up. This is obviously just a new hacking minigame. Just press spacebar while you're trying to match the symbols with what you need up top. You must see on the bottom where it says Seek. I'm looking for the reverse R's, using all that. Harassing me. So as you can see, I'm still full Iron Skin. 99%, but like, whatever. So with this game mode, what you need to do is you need to find the terminals. The terminals are going to lower your search zone. Somewhere in that search zone is the Albrecht and Trotty bolts that you were trying to open, which will start the next part of the quest. Obviously, these enemies are not Steel Path modifier, I don't believe, when you're alone, but they are level 200. So they get pretty tanky. Plus, the enemies in this area are just in general very, very tough. Nope. And now they're like wet paper mache because I got the lock surge. The lock surge, as you can see, all of my secondary damage is doing that red critical strike. A red crit, for those of you who do not know, is a crit that crit. So it'll apply your crit multiplier times itself again. And the Kuva Nucor has the funny number where it multiplies itself by a base of like 5. And obviously with primed crit, or with primed target cracker, you can see at my build, I had like a 10.5 multiplier. So I'm doing 1000% damage with my Kuva Nucor now. Really, I failed that jump. No. But that buff is now over. Sorry, like I said, I am sick of COVID. So should I be recording? Probably not. Do I want to record anyway to get a video out? Yes, I do. Am I that committed for a hobby? Yes. Ooh, shit, they broke my arm. So as you can see, the search radius got lower. I do have Oricon's Eye set up, so I can always throw out my charge here and try to find some of the extra goodies, like it's apparently back in this room. These are the Voka. The Voka are used to level up the Kava. The Kavai. I don't know how to say the name of the Syndicate, but the Syndicate in the Netracell area. It's how you get Fishonachi and Bird 3 and Tiger to level up. Really? I don't actually know how to get up there. So I'm just not going to get that one. This is not a tutorial on how to find all of the Voka in an area. This is how to have an easy time with the Netracell itself. So I'm not too worried about it. So I actually think the Netracell is over here. I think that's why it's got that yellow waypoint. I'm not entirely sure though. Now. It is the Netracell. Okay, Oricon's Eye can find the Netracell. I didn't know that. So now we just need to go kill enemies in the marked area. We do have reinforcing stomp on, so as you can see, I press stomp and I get some of my iron skin back. The only problem with this is it is a pretty high energy cost build, since I do have blind rage and I'm not running transient fortitude, which normally you would want to run transient fortitude and just eat the duration drop, but I wanted to have that extra strength to get more upfront iron skin and get more slam damage on my stomp. You can actually stomp CC these guys. The only things you can't CC are enemies with overguard. So, Eczema. But Rhino is a frame that I expect. Basically, I'm using Rhino Prime, but you can get regular Rhino so early on in the game that you pretty much, most people who are at this part of the game have a Rhino, or have access to Rhino. So, I just think Rhino is a really good frame to showcase this on, because not everybody has, like, 50 form on every frame in the game. Obviously, I am assuming that you have the helmet section to replace your one with Nourish, but at the point that you're at in this game, you either have somebody who's helping you along to get to this point, or you have access to the helmet. And you should easily have access to the helmets before you get to this part of the game.
Trying to lock this thing down. Take him out. He ain't got all day.
I am, of course, also using the Incarnate Turret, which is something that not everybody's going to have access to, and this weapon is unfortunately on a weekly cycle, and whether or not you can have access to it, but it is also like the strongest beam weapon in the PA. I'm having a hard time thinking of any beam weapon that would really contend with the Tilrid Incarnate right now. Maybe you could argue the Nucor, but there's the right? But you probably should not be doing this level of content without high-end gear anyway, or a buddy to help you out. And that buddy will probably be able to solo this. Most players who are doing this level of content just have the capacity to solo it. Set all my buffs here. Nice slam, get you guys to feed.
Any of y'all see the feeds line up? It's going down, kids.
We are running Opportunities Reach on the Inodem, mostly because then we get the free transformation on the Inodem. And when we pair that with Rhino Stomp, we get that nice. So the Inodem, when you transform it, it does have the ability to throw projectiles while you're in there. These projectiles do a mini explosion. So an overall, really good, probably the best dagger that you use for dagger things in the game. Obviously, a lot of people will be talking about the ceramic dagger, because the ceramic dagger Incarnate is good, but it's more of a good stat stick weapon for things like Atlas's Landside, Korra's Whipclaw, X-Cal's, Flash Dash. See, we can keep that melee exposure pretty much from an uptime.
Albrecht's damn necromites are reinforcing the Netracell. Your hands are tied until you knock them out.
How do I get over there? It's up top. It is up top. It is not up top. Oh, do I have to go? I haven't quite learned the map layout here yet. That's just gonna lead me back upstairs. I think I have to go out and around. That's weird. No, this is a cap too. Do I have to go all the way over here in the route? This is like the one thing I don't like about Netracells is they're kind of like, you get these spawn locations right here that are just like a detached part of the map. And it's like, how the hell am I supposed to get over there? I'm not seeing any lower door here. I guess I just have to go down and around. I'm gonna make this take longer than I thought it would. It's just bad map RNG. So it looks like I have to go literally all the way around the start of the map. It doesn't seem right. But I'm not seeing any other way over there. Well, I found the echo. Man, that's nice. Wow, you... Okay. I was not expecting that to go all the way around Entrada's house to get over here. We're looking for a little robot dude. These are the things... When it says Necromites, these are the Necromites. Normally they just serve as repair drones, so like fix all the... They'll fix all the like furniture and stuff you break. Normally they mean nothing. But in these missions, they reinforce the Netracell, so it's not gonna open for you. But now we just make our way back to the Netracell. That was a around the world journey. Guess we can grab this oak charge. That's really not that relevant because I am Rhino. And obviously, my health bar never gets touched. I know I'm running Vitality, but I'm running Umbral Vitality specifically just to buff the power of Umbral Fiber and Umbral Intensify. Rhino is one of the few frames in the game that you honestly want Umbral Fiber on over Umbral Vitality. But that's because of how his Iron Skin works, because it scales off of his armor. And obviously Umbral Fiber is more or less primed Steel Fiber. Trying to make conversation with the viewers with the Terran house, y'all. While I'm on my way to this Netracell. But yeah, now we go back to killing things by this column. So you can do these Netracells. You get 5 of them that you can do during a week, and then they reset on Sunday nights. I'm actually recording this about an hour or two after the reset happens. So after this, we will be going over the Archon hunt. My next 5 videos will just be the 5 runs of this on various frames, just kind of showing different frames that can comfortably do the Netracells. I will be sounding like I'm dying the entire time because I'm being unalived by COVID, but it's fine. It is fine. But that'll be that. It'll be this mission. Maybe I'll break it up with the Archon hunt. On like Wednesday. Maybe Monday, Tuesday, I'll upload this and round 2 with probably Mirage? I'm trying to decide if I want to do a Mirage or Volt run first, and then I'll do the other one. Just because I want to do 5 minute frames for this. I don't want to do Trinity because I already have a video. Although maybe I do Trinity for that first video. I'm still trying to learn Clipchamp, which is the software that I use. It comes free with Microsoft. It comes free with Windows. There is a paid for version that I might opt into. I've been liking it more than some of the other softwares I've been looking at. It's just a little bit more user friendly because I'm kind of the dumbest person on the planet and I need the computer to work for me. So, as we can see, you do want to kind of break these because you can get all the Netracell resources, the Necrolisk resources, the Entrada ambules and stuff, but if you didn't break all these, I wouldn't blame you. But I do feel like there's a higher chance for Eisen stars, which is really nice. I think actually you might see a video on arbitrations next before I upload this one. So if you saw that video first and you were wondering what the hell I was talking about in that would be why. But this big case here, this is all that really matters. You'll get 2 things. If that ends up flying... Sorry, that's COVID. If that ends up flying down here, this is a kill plane. It will get teleported about where I just... it'll get teleported to the front. But now we go. There's not going to be too many enemy spawns. Most of the enemies spawn while the Netracell is closed and you're trying to open it. Once you get it open, the enemies like as you can see, they just stop spawning. Like, there's a few stragglers here and there, but for the most part, they're gone. So you can kind of meander your way back. I do recommend not jumping in there right away. You either want to drop an air support charge, and nothing respawn. But sometimes there's a room back here. I'm going to try not to extraction. Where if you go through there, there's some time for the Voca. So if you're going for the Voca, that'll be the run. So let's see if we got our Archon Shard. Ooh, yellow Archon Shard. That's really nice. I will probably also end up doing a video on Archon Shards, why they're important, what they do. Kind of a breakdown on those. But there we go. That is the Rhino run. Kind of suboptimal. I should have had corrosive on all my weapons instead of viral. But it is what it is. I'm not really thinking the clearest right now, and my voice kind of hurts. So tea is good for a sore throat. But anyway, guys, that is Rhino in the Netracell. Where next up is going to be one of the other frames that I think is going to be really easy for this task.